What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Thursday the 27th of February. Hope you're well, had a fantastic day. I say that every time, don't I? I need a new soundbite. I do hope you're well, but I'm sick of saying have a fantastic day. I need to change it. I need a list here. This is where professionalism might help me. I need a list of go-to entrances or intros, if you like. I'm learning as I go, so anyway, don't leave me just because I've said that 4 times. Come on. Or 24 times, 104 times. I'm thinking of some new ones as I go. It's all on the fly. Anyway, let's crack on with the first thing. Is the number one, the leader of the free world, the what's he call him? Chief and Commander of America. What's he call himself? The Sheriff of America. Donald Trump. Has had an ex-doctor of the White House has said that he used to hide cauliflower in his mashed potatoes, so he would eat the right foods, trying to force him to have a healthy food in his diet like a big fat baby. He's basically sneaking cauliflower into his mashed potatoes because he wouldn't eat it, and he ballooned to 15 pounds. Oh no, the medic hoped to get the billionaire to shed up to 15 pounds with a fitness regime. That didn't work, so we tried to infiltrate his food. You could get the sack for that, couldn't they? That's forcing forcing yourself on somebody. How can they? You know, he's like what's the word? Oh, that's like he's like a fucking docile kind of mental patient or something or other. Or like, you know, we have to sort of put this thing in him. Maybe they're putting like pills and everything in there as well, you know, fucking pep him up, or maybe shut him up, maybe putting some things in there that fucking make him keep his mouth closed or not be so arrogant or whatever. What pills for this, pills for that. They could try a fucking rotten cauliflower, try and kill him off. Or maybe something, you know, like arsenic flavoured cauliflower. Just shows how easy it is. They could, if they wanted to. If somebody wanted to pop him, they're fucking doing it. They're putting things in his body that he didn't know anyway. He likes strictly McDonald's and what's it, Kentucky Fried Chicken, pizza and Diet Coke. Can you imagine him on Deliveroo every 5 minutes? Yeah, get me over the my usual order over to the White House. I'll meet you at the back door because these fuckers keep sticking cauliflower in my mashed potatoes. I ain't eating that shit. They think I am. I'm actually, that's my shit, is the Donald Trump impression. I'm not an impressionist. I'm not here to impression. But I just thought I'd have a go. Anyway, so he's still ordering all that shit. So they're probably sticking it inside his Kentucky mashed potatoes. You know, they're getting little shitty pots of, it doesn't even qualify to be called potatoes, I don't think. Anyway, he's still there. He's still living. He's still alive. I think they're trying to give him rotten stuff and maybe make him ill. Maybe just give him the shits while he's doing a speech or something. So, you know, when he's giving one of his, like, when he sees his face and his eyes go all like, you know, like he doesn't know what he's talking about. So he just repeats. He's on a repeat, isn't he? He's got a load of sound bites. He just goes, yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And he's a really good guy. And he's one of the best, one of the greatest. He's probably the best guy of all the guys. And why I'm saying this, I'm actually having a shit in my pants because I've just eaten some cauliflower, rotten cauliflower that somebody stuck in my mashed potatoes. I'm going to go off here and eat my fillet of fish, which is what I ordered in the first place. Anyhow, speaking of aliens, a rocky planet discovered 124 light years away could sustain life. K2-18b is twice the size of Earth and is expected to have lakes and seas. 124 light years away. I ain't going to do the math, but that's quite far. I imagine it would take a long time to get there. I've spoke about this before, about things being millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of miles away. Too many noughts. Be alright in my bank account. Well, I've got all that in my bank account. I've got all those noughts in my bank account. All I need is one number and I'm fucking off to the races. But yeah, so the planet points to the right conditions to support, it says. It says, but it wouldn't be mad if we But we're going to go out all this searching now. Imagine if we zoomed in on a planet and all of a sudden you start going in like the way you would on Earth, and you start seeing like blocks of flats and fucking zooming in and you see like a 24/7 or you know, a motorway or fucking a fucking McDonald's sign. Probably see one of those up there. That's fucking alien food. But you imagine you zoomed in and you start seeing all that kind of shit. You'd be like, what the fuck? But like a mirror of here. Or, you know, there might still be aliens and all that kind of stuff, but it'd be weird if we were the aliens, because we would be the aliens then. The aliens would be looking at us, but they wouldn't be the aliens, would they? We'd be in the UFO and we'd be the aliens. Has anybody made this film yet? I'll tell you what, remember, you heard it here first. I want royalties on this one as well. It's my idea. Patented, documented, intellectual property rights. We go to visit, find life on another planet, and we are the aliens to that life. Yeah, you know, I know we've done it in Alien and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not about in a fucking real Truman Show style thing where there's people living a normal life and then we just pop up in the sky like V in a big fucking spaceship, and they just blow us the fuck out of the sky, or we go down and fucking ruin their planet like we have done everywhere else. It'd be like a case like we have done with indigenous populations, where we just take some fucking shitty little illness with us. Coronavirus, what it's called. We'll probably take that up there and destroy the fucking... Go and visit another planet. Hey, we've come in peace. We've come in peace. We've come to say hello. We've come to sort of, you know, get to know each other. And then next thing you know, you cough and fucking kill the whole of the civilization, because we are just bacteria of the worst kind. Just ask Mother Nature, she'll tell you, not me. Speaking of bacteria of the worst kind, the coronavirus is going, it's still fucking kicking off, isn't it? But here, they've just made a point that George Clooney's Italian spring holiday is under threat from the coronavirus outbreak. That's the news in the paper. Who gives a fuck about George Clooney's fucking Italian holiday break? Boy, everybody else is dying left, right and centre. And like, you know, it's a serious fucking thing. We're worried whether George Clooney's going to get away for a couple of weeks. He ain't going to want to go there anyway, for fucking starters. He's just going to... The house is always going to be there. It's not going to be... you know, it's not going to... As if you can't ever fucking go there again, is it? But anyway... I do worry about where George Clooney will go on holiday. He's going to, like, he's running out of places then, if that's the case, because how many countries have got coronavirus in it? There's about fucking 35 of us I've read of, as of this morning. All he needs to do now is start multiplying from there. Maybe the aliens brought that one down to us. Or maybe, you know, it was a man-made thing. Conspiracy theories are fucking running wild at the moment. Could be. Even if it wasn't, now it could be. If you were like a terrorist, if you were like a ISIS dude or fucking some twat like that, and you caught it, you'd just go and fucking run around coughing in people's faces, wouldn't you? Because you'd want to make it spread. So you got to watch those people. We're fucked if you fucking want to. If it really wants to get around, we'll just find a cure. We need to find a cure, and quick. Says me. Right, listen to me. Scientists, get onto it right away. Nobody's listening to this podcast anyway, so when this podcast is found, my phone is found and I'm dead and the fucking world's dead, and somebody picks this up, remember I said somebody needs to find a cure pretty quickly. A digger driver, I love this guy. I feel sorry for him. The digger driver that smashed up the travel lodge when they didn't pay him his wages. You must have saw that video on social media. If you haven't seen it and you're from another country, just Google it. There's a guy in a digger who smashed up a travel lodge with a digger. I've said digger fucking 100 times. Over £600 wages that they didn't pay him, and they've jailed him for 5 years. But he destroyed that place, and he went to town, and it was like one of the best things I've seen online. Total entertainment, pure entertainment. Nobody got hurt in the process of the video. But he just drove the digger through what they just built. This construction site. And everyone's like fucking running and like going like this. No, no. And he was going, you only had to pay me more wages. You only had to pay me more wages. And he fucked the place completely and then ran off. I thought it was brilliant. But and everybody's wanted to do something like that, but not had the balls. And now you know why, because you just got 5 years for it. 445 grand worth of damage, but he'll be out in a couple. But I think that's perfect. The perfect fucking retaliation to the powers that be. That was plane passengers can now pass wind without causing a stink, thanks to a banana-shaped gadget in their pants. So we're making things like this where we need scientists to be fucking working all out, flat out, to fix the coronavirus situation, get cures for these things. And now somebody's spent how long trying to invent something that stops people's farts smelling on a plane. Well, you know, there's horses for courses, I suppose. There's a place for it, that's for sure. And on a plane, is it? But it's basically a foam banana thing that you put between your buttocks on in your pants and that. You know, it's just like I know people have problems, but I mean, most people who've got the problems are not fucking conscious enough of other passengers to give a fuck and do that. You know, that's for the conscious, or maybe it's somebody who's going to be embarrassed, perhaps. But most people just fucking do it and then blame somebody else. So you know, they won't give a fuck. And apparently, like, it's because the air pressure expands. Air expands when you get up really high. So people with flatulence problems, it expands in their belly. So they have this tormented flight. So they're doing it because of them basically, because you're tormented by the gas in your body, and it's got to go somewhere. So this can save you the embarrassment and also save the other passengers displeasure. But you can imagine they're creating other things called products, including underwear, pajamas, and jeans. You've got to have some fucking serious problem if you've got to buy the full wardrobe. Do you know what I mean? And like that that's a passion killer as well, right there, isn't it? Imagine that. Telling your wife, can you order us those flatulence, all that, get me everything, every single one. I'll have the jeans, get us 2 pairs of everything, because I'm going to burn out. I'll fucking test them, no worries about that. Yeah, you'd have to have them on the secret, wouldn't you? You couldn't tell anybody that you've got those. I don't know if they do male or female. They must do male or female. It's not just a man's problem, but it's an embarrassing problem all round, isn't it? Imagine, it's pretty mad though, isn't it? Imagine 300 people on a plane and 300 potential people with flatulent problems. It's a fucking horrible place to be. It's put me off flying. I've done about fucking going to another country because of coronavirus. I just don't want to get on the plane to get to the fucking... You can give me the paradise. There could be like the most paradise at the other end of that plane. And now I don't want to go there because of that image that's just been put in my head. So I'll have to wait for that to disappear first. What's this? I don't want to do that one. EastEnders. What's this? EastEnders. EastEnders, which I don't watch, as I might add. EastEnders is a British soap opera, for those of you not in this country. They've just changed the actor in this. This is how fucking shit it is. But they've changed the actor. Ian Beale's son, I think it is. Peter Beale, his name is. Named after his father, Pete Beale, who used to be once upon a time. They've just changed the actor. The other actor's obviously done one. And he said, I ain't going to be typecast in this. I've had enough. I'm off already. I ain't going to stay in this programme for 30 fucking years like everybody else. Look at the state of them. Anyway, they switched it, and his replica, or the new bloke, was coming in, he's 7 inches higher. And like where Ian Beale and Pete Beale used to be the same level, he's come in and he's like about a foot higher than than his dad. So he's like, it's an obvious, clearly it's a different person, but he's loads higher. So he's like, and everyone's taking the piss out of it on social media and whatever. They've just like, they're not even gone into much thought there, have they? You think you get like somebody with the same height, almost similar, same colour hair. This guy's like a foot taller, looks nothing like him. And they're just putting it on you to just turn a blind eye to it, but they ain't having it. They're saying it, coming out on social media, going, is this the new Pete Beale on stilts? So yeah, Pete hasn't just got a new face, he's grown about 3 feet. So there you go. You get what you pay for, and that is the fucking TV licence. That's what that gives you. that just shows all the money's going to shareholders, and they're cheapskating on the fucking actors and the programmes. I'll tell you what, I'd love to spend my money on this. If I had money, I'd buy this. Al Capone's car, bulletproof, the first ever bulletproof car, which he had. 775 grand it could go for. Look, I'm going to show it to the picture. You're going to have to watch the videos, podcasters, if you want to see all the good stuff, like my face and Al Capone's car. Look at that car, that is amazing. If I was a millionaire, I would have bought that. That's fucking mince. And I'd drive it around as well. It's got the flip up back as well, where you can have the Tommy gun out the back, drop down rear window to allow machine gun fire. Capone's ride spent 25 years. It's in Britain already, at a fun fair in Southend. It's gone on sale in Las Vegas. They're going to cream it. That could fucking double money, that could. That's amazing, that is. Absolutely brilliant. Al Capone, the first real fucking... first gangster that you really kind of remember, or first kind of, what's the word? First gangster, famous gangster. What should I say? That was the days of the speakeasies and the banned alcohol, wasn't it? It'd be great to live in those times if you had money and you had all the dress sense and all those kind of underground bars and all the fucking... That was the life, wasn't it? Not like fucking here with a walkabout bar and bloody Yates's wine bar and all that kind of crap that we got now. All the underground stuff. They had it all better when it's all like fucking illegal. Same as here, the illegal raves, they're the best night out you would have fucking ever had in your life. All the stuff that the police wanted to shut down. I remember I was in a rave once and the fucking police came in, and the bloke just come up on the microphone, the Hummingbird Club, all you brummies who might see this, the Hummingbird, the all-dayer rave, acid house all-dayers, and the police came in, raided it, shut the music off, and the bloke who ran the place just got up on the mic, says, excuse me, we've got a little bit of disturbance, but the police have came, but they've got no warrant, so they'll be leaving shortly and the party's going to carry on. And we were like, nice one, nice one. So the party was like, kicked the police, there must have been about 200 policemen and they all got booted out and we just carried on raving. Best fucking, best party experience or memory that I've ever remembered, should I say. I'll get my tongue twisted thinking about that because I think my head was twisted on that night. So I was tripping out. We was all looking at each other with like saucer eyeballs. Anyway, I think that is where... Oh no, we're going to finish up on one more thing. Am I going to finish up on this one? Yeah, I'm going to finish up on this one. A study of rural France revealed that 1 in 4 men and women never wash. Almost 9 in 10 households now own a shower, but only 63% of those surveyed say they used it on a daily basis. This is English trying to have a pop at the French here, isn't it? They're saying that the French don't... the body hygiene is closely linked to social isolation. According to the survey, 39% of French men and women have broken up with a lover because of issues with their personal hygiene. Well, wasn't it... Napoleon was famous for telling his wife, Josephine, was it, that he was on his way home. He wrote a letter saying, I'm on my way home, I'll be back in 3 weeks, don't wash. That's what he said. So he saw that as a... What's it called? An aphrodisiac. So he was all for it. So it's been popular for many centuries. So I don't know why they're splitting up. I thought they think that's an aphrodisiac. And Napoleon was all for it. Or maybe that he was just a freak. And she was like, whatever, I'll do whatever he says because he's a narcissist. And I don't want to get him upset. I'm not going to finish up. I'm not going to finish up on one more thing, actually. I was thinking that Chris Martin was on the Curb Your Enthusiasm programme yesterday. And I was thinking he's with that Dakota Fanning, isn't it? Dakota Johnson. Sorry, not Dakota Fanning. Dakota Johnson, Don Johnson's daughter. And she was in the 50 Shades of Grey films. I'll get my words out in a minute. She was in the 50 Shades of Grey films. And I always thought, like, that must be crazy. She's been through those films and like listening to all those, or played that role. So Chris Martin has to step up to the plate there, doesn't he? Because he can't. She's done all the, had to research all the sexual positions and all the sexual like bondage moves and all that kind of stuff that was in the 50 Shades of Grey book, and she's had to live out those sex scenes or whatever. So Chris Martin can't come along and start fucking just playing the scratchy balls fucking boyfriend that's watching the TV and like eating cheesy whatsits. And when she wants to get down, he has to fucking try and top that, surely. Otherwise, she's had nothing. She's had it better, whether it be make believe or not. She's seen what could be and what could be, how the bedroom should be, should I say. So Chris Martin's like got a lot to fucking live up to there. So I wonder if he's done his research or if he's still playing the drab Englishman, as many an Englishman might be seen as over the pond. Anyway, over the pond, over in America. I don't like the term over the pond, but you get what I'm trying to say. It just intrigues me as to because that book's meant to have like a lot of got a lot of women hot under the collar, and the blokes just can't fucking sit back. You've got to kind of match it or get the fuck out of town. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again for another one tomorrow. See you later. Bye.